Hi everybody, and welcome to my channel. My name is Aldina and I am the creator of Divinely Healing. I first started Divinely Healing on my healing journey. I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis when I was 17 years old and I am now 26. And really that diagnosis changed the trajectory of my life in a big way. I've always struggled with anxiety, depression, anger, a lot of anger, low self-esteem, no self-confidence, and honestly, I did hate myself a lot just because I didn't really see my worth. I thought I was below everybody and I didn't really think that I deserved the good things in life. So this channel is really just going to be about me sharing my healing journey and really just sharing my thoughts with the world, because I've always been afraid to open up and to show everybody who I really am. I've hid myself for a really long time and I don't really want to do that anymore. So I figured start a YouTube channel. I do currently have a blog right now, which you can always check out. It is divinelyhealing.com. I will post a link to that as well if you want to check that out. But I would like to start posting on here as well and kind of just talk it out and maybe help somebody else out there, which is really the main goal here, is helping someone else on their healing journey or helping them even start their healing journey, letting people know that they're not alone and helping others see the light that's within them, just as it's taking me such a long time to see the light that I have within me. So I will just kind of start off by talking a little bit about myself and kind of how it all started. So we're going back to when I was 17 years old. I was a junior in high school, and I will say I was a stress ball. And I have been a stress ball up until recently. Just a lot of stress all the time, just living in that survival mode and fight or flight constantly. And honestly, it kind of came out of nowhere for me. I didn't really have like any major gut health issues or anything like that. And then really just one day I was in class and the symptoms started. And when they started, I honestly had no idea what was happening. It was really scary for me. And so after that, there was just so much time spent going to the doctor, trying to figure out what was going on, because nothing was helping and nothing was going away. And nobody could give me an actual answer of what was going on with my body. So I feel like that just made it worse. And if any of you struggle with health issues or an autoimmune disorder yourself, you know that stress does cause flare-ups and it can, worsen your symptoms. So we're definitely trying to stay away from the stress at all costs. But at the time, it's like that just made it worse for me. So after so long of trying to figure out what was going on with me, I finally got to a specialist and they were finally able to tell me what was going on. So once I got to that point, then it was figuring out how I could manage those symptoms and kind of get away from that, So really me and my mom, especially my mom, she put so much time and effort into trying to find things that could get rid of it. But in all reality, nothing really helped. Maybe it would help it go away, but then a flare-up would start again and then it would be repeating that whole process. And at the time I was taking so much medication. I mean, so much. It was really bad. I was just a completely different person then. And my immune system was so not good at all. And I was just constantly getting sick and colds and flus and all that stuff. And then on top of that, I had those symptoms that I just couldn't get rid of. So after so many years of trying to stop the autoimmune disorder, get rid of it, to get, just not have anything to do with it anymore, I've tried so many different things. I've taken so many different medications. I've drank so many teas. I've done so much. I spent so much money, and now that I kind of understand the disease itself a little bit better and how our bodies work and how the brain works and all that, I am probably the healthiest now than I've ever been before in my life. And it's because I changed my thoughts. It's because I changed the way that I see the world, and especially because I changed the way that I see myself. A lot of people that struggle with autoimmune disorders have a list of problems that they probably deal with, and that can include anxiety, depression, stress, bottling up emotions, addictions of some sort, mental health issues in general. And it's because we are dealing with this, right? That we get these physical illnesses as well, because our bodies are not in the right alignment to heal. They're not healing because they can't heal, because we're not allowing them to. And so really, this all started for me, I would say pretty recently. My healing journey, and I mean like my official healing journey, as in like a serious healing journey, right? Because I would say we're constantly growing and evolving. We're never going to be these perfect human beings, because it's not possible. We're always going to learn and grow and evolve, and we're going to keep doing that for the rest of our lives. But I mean like a serious healing journey for me, right? Where I'm changing pretty much everything about the old me, and I'm welcoming in this new me. It's almost like a rebirth of some sort. And this all really started happening for me just 8 months ago. So flashback again to 8 months ago. 8 months ago, I was incredibly angry. I was still dealing with health issues. I had so much anxiety still. I was a stress ball, stressing about everything. Everything irritated me. And I just could never relax. And it's because that whole time I was living in survival mode. I was in fight or flight, and my body didn't have the opportunity to heal itself because it constantly thought that everything was a threat. And so it was producing cortisol and causing inflammation in my body. And so flashback to 8 months ago, I was in a long-term relationship. That was the time we did break up for good, and that was a very crucial turning point for me. And the reason it was so crucial is because I have been in relationships and had friendships with people that all had very similar characteristics. And honestly, it was because I wasn't learning the lesson. And so it kept popping up. The same traits in people, the same qualities were popping up in people. And it was like I was being tested by the universe. It was for me to learn the lesson, for me to finally, once and for all, choose myself over everybody else. To not try to save people, but save myself. And once I made that decision, it's like this light switched on in my head, where I realized I really do deserve better. I really do deserve a different life. I can't get that life that I've been dreaming of forever if I don't take this step here and change it. End the cycle and change it. And start a new cycle if that be, but just end that cycle of being around the same people all the time that really weren't good for me. They weren't. They were not good for me. And I would pour myself into these friendships, into these relationships for people who didn't really care that much about the things that I was saying, about the things that I was doing, about me, about whatever. And it took, finally, after all this time, it took leaving that relationship to say, okay, no more. I need to change myself. I need to change the way that I see myself. I need to change the way that I see the world. So for the last 8 months, I've been working on myself. And I mean really working on myself. I've been setting new habits for myself. I've been doing so much shadow work and releasing the past and releasing trauma, releasing anything that I've been holding in my body for the past 26 years. And it hasn't been easy. It has not been easy. It's been a lot of work. But at the end of the day, I know that I'm worth it. So I've decided to put that work in and do it and accomplish it. For me, for the present me, for the future me, just for me. Because I love myself and I deserve that. And I deserve to have the life of my dreams. And that includes being healthy and aligning every aspect of myself, in mind, body, and spirit, aligning that all. So if you are on a healing journey or you want to start a healing journey, I would really enjoy it if you were here and subscribing and watching me do the same thing and helping each other get through this journey. So now that you know a little bit more about me, I just want to say that this channel is really for opening up and sharing my story and sharing who I am with the world. Again, hoping that I can help somebody out there on their healing journey. I do want to share the things that I've done so far that have helped me change my life in a huge way. Okay, so again, 8 months ago, I was this very angry person. I was constantly irritated. I was always stressed. I was so out of balance. And then now, where I am way more balanced, my anger has decreased significantly, along with my stress, along with the irritations of everything. And honestly, even just my physical health has changed. And I will look back on pictures of myself even, like a year ago, and it's not me. It's not the same person anymore. I will look at those eyes and I see just that sadness and anger that was there constantly. And then I look now and I look into my eyes now and I see this relief of just letting go, this newfound freedom that's come with letting go. So again, I'm just going to share my story. I'm going to share the new things that I've incorporated into my life. I'm going to share my thoughts, because a lot of this has come from the spirituality that I've found again. That sense of being me and being within myself and knowing that I change my entire reality just by the way that I think and the way that I see things, the way that I talk to myself. So once you realize that you are the creator of your reality, once you take your power back from everybody else, from all the people that took your peace, once you take it back, it's it's a whole new world. It's a whole new feeling that I can't really describe except for the feeling of freedom. That feeling of knowing that nobody around me can control me. Only I can do that. Doesn't matter what happens, because I can control the way that I respond to it. And I can control my thoughts and the way that I act and the things that I do every day to get to that goal of being a healthier person, of being more spiritual, being closer to me and my higher self, to loving myself and honoring myself. So if you feel called to, it would really mean a lot if you would follow me along this journey and subscribe, comment, like, whatever. It would mean a lot to me, because I'm not a person that has been very open about her feelings ever. So being here in front of the camera and sharing it with all these people to see is a huge step for me. So stick around if you'd like to talk more, if you'd like to listen more. And again, thanks so much for watching. Peace.